Hey everybody, I think we're live on YouTube. And I wanted to jump on YouTube real quick and talk about what is happening with Zillow. Zillow imploded this last week. They decided to cancel, to turn off their iBuyer program. They said they spent too much money. They're not getting the returns that they expected to get. And they're going to have to lay off a bunch of people, which is super sad for the 25% of their workforce they're going to have to lay off. I have no idea where those people are. Hopefully they're got great opportunities at other jobs and whatnot. And if they're realtors, hopefully they could just jump back in the market. But I honestly have no idea what they are. But I'm sad for them. But anyway, the Zillow, as you know, went around the country this last year and bought up tons of homes. I think they bought up somewhere around 10,000 homes, but I don't have the numbers to back that up. I just hear reading reports that they're dumping 7,000 of them right now to get out of the situation that they're in. Before they started doing this, they even said in an open investor call, they said that they were willing to lose, or they were averaging losing $100,000 per property to buy these properties and to get into the market of iBuying. Now, the whole idea of iBuying is that you have a company like Zillow with just tons of money that just goes and buys properties and helps create liquidity in the market by buying sellers out of their property before they actually would maybe sell the property otherwise to just a standard buyer. So Zillow steps in the middle, buys the property, holds the property for an indeterminate amount of time, and then tries to resell it for a profit. Turns out Zillow wasn't doing the profit part very well or at all, and so they decided, the investors I think gave up and said, we don't want to spend any more money on this. Y'all need to figure out another way to be profitable. So I thought I'd jump on here and take you through one example. I do have several examples, but we were fortunate enough this summer, we at Nine House Realty Group were fortunate enough this summer to sell several properties to Zillow. And when I say fortunate, I mean uh, Zillow way overpaid our clients, hands down. They paid over asking for these properties, even after these properties sometimes sat on the market for a couple of weeks. So um, hands down, it was beneficial for our sellers, and I'm very thankful for that. It was helpful for my agent, and it was helpful for my clients, or our clients. So I wanted to just walk through one example of what's happening with the property since they've owned it. Um, Let me see if I can change my screen here. Oh, there we go. Great. So here you have a property. This is currently listed on Zillow. Um, we sold this property to Zillow this summer, and we sold it for a lot more than they're asking, a whole lot more. Um, Now, I don't know if Zillow is ashamed of this or what, but if you scroll down and look at their history of price history right here, they won't tell you what they sold it for. They'll tell you a per foot square foot price, and you can even see the per square foot price is higher than they're asking now, but they won't tell you. So we actually ended up selling this property for I think 363 to Zillow, and it wasn't listed. It was listed for, we had it listed for 329, 329. They paid 363. I don't know why, but they decided to, and you can see even in their. Sorry, I keep scrolling up and down. You can see in their little Zestimate history that they did go up, and at one point they thought, right after they bought it, they thought the property was worth 343. They paid more than that. Of course, 343 was actually what they listed it for originally, and now they're back down below that. Their estimate never even made it up to what they paid for it. So I don't quite know what they're doing. I've looked through the pictures a little bit. I didn't list this property originally. One of my agents did, and from what she's telling me, they didn't change anything to the house. Uh, Nothing major, at least. And if you looked at the old pictures, I think you would agree. This is pretty much the way it looked original, or when we listed it this summer. It's a super nice little house, not very old, and it's in pretty good shape. And the only thing that's really, I wouldn't say wrong, but just different about this house is that it has got that teal wall, a couple teal walls, but it's okay. So anyway, this is a kind of a super fortunate, unfortunate thing for Zillow in that they're going to lose money on this house. They already lost a bunch of money by not even taking the full real estate commission. They don't take, or they weren't taking a full 3% on the buyer side of what you offer them. So it actually worked out great for my agent because she got to go back to her client and renegotiate how much she actually needed to get paid because Zillow, the buyer side, didn't even want the whole amount of money. So again, it was just great for everybody on the seller side. Now, I understand that caused some pain for the buyers, and there's probably some buyers that would have loved to have paid, you know, to 29 for this house, or maybe even less. Um, and maybe they'll get an opportunity to. Uh, but that's just what Zillow decided to do. Now, Zillow bought several of the other houses in this neighborhood from us this summer, and those haven't yet come back on the market. So, only time will tell how those work out. But so far, this is not helping their case to make any money. So it'll be interesting to see what they do, and hopefully they'll figure out how to make some money or at least be able to survive. I don't wish Zillow, to go away. They they are, of course, a nemesis of the realtor, but it's the way it is. Don't wish the people that work there any ill will. I just want a level and fair playing field. And again, I believe that iBuyers actually provide a great liquidity in the market. They did get in the way of some actual buyers this summer, but if the market was switched and it was more of a buyer's market, it would have been great to have an iBuyer come in, and or even if it's just a balanced market. If the seller has the option to just jump out of the house, because the iBuyer is willing to pay money right now and close tomorrow, kind of guarantee the sale, they can go make decisions down the road for their next property. Maybe they need to go move cross country and they need to just stop the hassle. So there's a purpose and a place for all these iBuyers, and I think it's great that they're in the market. So anyway, that's what's happening with Zillow. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can comment below, and I'll try to get the answers. Um, and of course, you can always go to my website up there. If you have any questions about Central Texas real estate and you want to look at something that Zillow does own or doesn't own, I have them all listed on my website. You don't have to go to Zillow. Um, but I know you're going to occasionally anyway, so it's all good. Anyway, my name is Ed Nihouse Realty Group. If you have any questions about Central Texas real estate or what's happening with the Zillow deal, give me a call, shoot me a text, check out my website. Hope you have a great day either way.